It's Week 6 of the National Football League, and we'll be watching the Oilers' veteran linebacker, who had a strong showing last week with an 8-tackle game. It's the Oilers and the Desperados, next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Caribbean Isle of Puerto Rico and its historic capital city of San Juan. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Houston Oilers taking on the Desperados of San Juan. Hello again, everybody. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis up in the booth. And, Charles, you look at this San Juan team as they enter play. They coming off their very first loss of the year, suffered a week ago.
Yeah, it will not be a perfect season, but I'm interested to see how they bounce back now that they know that chasing the 1972 Dolphins is out the window.
On the other side of the field for our visitors here, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that, and they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
The numbers for Ridley a week ago. 4 catches, 67 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Houston.
And here's Green on 1st and 10. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Green. This one caught by Ridley. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. From the 46, here's the 2nd down and 4.
At the 46-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun. Green to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
touchdown on the season. And the Oilers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
The numbers falling from a week ago. 10 catches, 81 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's number 6 in the league in receiving yards, and he plays for his team first. But he also, in the back of his mind, he's thinking, if I can get into the top 5, that might affect his bonus in his contract.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taking it about the 16. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And a short pickup to about the 25. But you look at this defense, and they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Just a gain of a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you
complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Off play action. Green. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
First down, Houston.
Back to throw. Green. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. As they've got it as we resume action. To throw is Green. To throw on 2nd down. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Green. And that one too wide and incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. Because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards to pick up, first down.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Oilers.
Looking to throw. Green. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball. On
first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Coleman, the man in motion left. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Green. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first-half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. San Juan now getting set to take over on offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He finds his man, complete. That's Bishop. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Operating from the gun. Green. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point from the 41. Here's 2nd down and 3. The slot man in motion right. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Green. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Green. And his throw is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Back to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Back to throw. Green. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Oilers are able to stretch out their lead. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this first half, for that matter, they could use a big-time spark somewhere. But it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Green now, throwing to start the drive. Buying time to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. It's caught by Coleman. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Green throwing on 1st down. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll begin right here in the city beautiful, Orlando, Florida. And it's the Shamrocks who are out in front. These Shamrocks need a victory in the worst way to avoid an 0-5 start to the year, which would mean the season would be just about over. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Second and 6.
They go back to Walton. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken from just outside the 30. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
That'll give him 8 that time. And 3rd and 1 now.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Green. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Defenders are always happy anytime they can sack a quarterback for a loss of 10 or more yards. There's an example there. High fives all around.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. He'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Frazier. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Walton. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They bring their punter out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A 40-yard punt, no return. And now out comes Houston.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Oilers.
And here's Green on 1st and 10. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw. Green. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Green. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
A run by Walton to begin the drive. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Back to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the 1st. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Now back to throw. Touchdown! A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Desperados are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So that, Charles, their first score of the ball game, obviously, coming here in the 3rd quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
Now Cade York for the extra point.
That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. A drive that time of 6 plays.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line.
Fights forward at the 20.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Houston set to take over. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
from the gun. He'll hand this off.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Back to throw. Green. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. Back now here on EA Sports, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. Now a throw here, hauled in. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Complete to number 15. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Green. That is caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's complete right back to Ridley. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. They'll look to throw again.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
San Juan now getting set to take over on offense.
Okay, ready?
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. A 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, They can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
Now that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a first down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looks like you're exactly right. Looked like a for-sure stop on third. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Back to throw. Green. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Coleman. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Green. That's caught at the 2. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle. A 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here. But I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. San Juan now getting set to take over on offense. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here this 4th quarter.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll look to throw here. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
He finds his man, complete. It's Bishop, and he is out of bounds inside the 30.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They're going to look to throw.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now Walton. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. And they're going to speed things up here. Back to throw now on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. They'll set up a throw.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Draw play. Here's Walton. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 17-yard line.
And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. That he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And on now is the punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. San Juan now getting set to take over on offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this defense will take over right at midfield. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for Houston, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for San Juan, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.